Read your cards carefully. He's knocked out. Colorless, Dragon. The Middle Era is 2002 to 2013. Fighting. Sound it out. The Pre-Modern Era is 2013 to 20. You must immediately advance. Alright, let's get started.
Hi, I'm Neil.
I'm Katie.
And we are Higher Education. In this video, we're going to cover the parts of a Pokemon card. So most of you probably have a lot of Pokemon cards, but we want to show you which parts of the card are actually important for gameplay. And to help us out, we have one of my personal favorite cards, Rocket's Moltres. Let's look closer. So the first part of a Pokemon card that is key for gameplay is the card's name. It's important to recognize that names can be similar, but any cards with the exact same name, you can only have 4 copies of that card in your deck under normal conditions. When considering Pokemon evolution, the stated name for the evolution must match exactly with the card that you're attempting to evolve into.
The hit points on a Pokemon card indicate how much damage that Pokemon can take before it is knocked out of the game. If you sustain damage equal to or greater than the stated hit points on your Pokemon is knocked out.
Next, we want to look at Pokemon type. There are various types in the Pokemon Trading Card Game, and it's important to realize that when calculating the damage done by attacks, that is when type matters if weakness and resistance is applied. Occasionally, other cards will involve type, such as a card that lets you heal only water-type Pokemon, or a card that lets you search for only grass-type Pokemon.
The next section to look at is the evolution stage of your Pokemon. This is important because when you set up your game and when you are advancing any Pokemon onto your bench from your hand, they must be basic Pokemon. You cannot put a Stage 1 or Stage 2 Pokemon directly onto your bench or into your active spot of play. So really look at your cards and read them so that you know which stage it is, so that you know if you can or cannot play it.
Some Pokemon, but not all, contain an ability or a power. Abilities and powers are distinguished from attacks in that they do not have an energy cost and they do not have base damage. However, they can include a name and text, and they can do a variety of things, usually allowing you to get around the normal rules of the game, such as letting you attach more energy than normal during a turn, or preventing your opponent from playing evolution cards.
The next part of the card to look at is the actual attack. Attacks have 2 to 4 different parts.
So if we take a look at the parts, attacks can have a cost, a name, text, and base damage. The text will describe additional features of the attack that may include discarding cards or effects on the opponent's Pokemon. Base damage indicates the amount of damage that is done to start with in the attack before applying weakness, resistance, or the effects of other cards or the effects of other attacks. It's important to note that damage is always dealt in tens, so a single damage counter is equal to 10 damage. Attacks that have no base damage cannot have damage added to them by the effects of other cards or abilities. A key thing to note is that all attacks have a cost and a name. Not all attacks have base damage, and not all attacks have text, but all attacks have a cost and a name.
The next part to look at on your Pokemon cards is down in the bottom left-hand corner, typically. And that is weakness. So weakness means that the damage dealt to your Pokemon is increased if the attacking Pokemon matches the weakness type noted on your Pokemon card.
In this example, Rocket's Moltres has no weakness. Resistance is the opposite of weakness. Resistance indicates that if your Pokemon is attacked by certain types, the damage is actually reduced, usually by -20 or -30.
The last thing to look at on your Pokemon card is the retreat cost, because sometimes it is very beneficial to move your Pokemon from the active spot to the bench to avoid a knockout. The retreat cost on each Pokemon is unique and usually is anywhere from 0 to 4 energy that must be discarded. This is always in colorless energy, so you can discard any energy that is attached to your Pokemon, but the energy must be attached to the Pokemon that you are retreating and placed in the discard pile to actually retreat your Pokemon. Hi, and thank you for watching our video. We are Higher Education.
Play, learn.
Read your cards carefully. He's knocked out. Colorless, Dragon. The middle era is 2002 to 2013. Good game.